Welcome back. This is RanqeustLP here, bringing you episode number 5, Building and Beyond Skyblock Edition. So, how's everybody doing? Alright, it's been a couple days since I played this. I've done a little bit of work since then, and actually I've been playing for a little bit this morning, just getting some random grinding done. And as you can see, I've moved the base down to here. When we last left off, we still had a lot of the dirt up here. What I did was I found exactly where the spawn point is, and I made a spawning pad. So if anybody, well, whether it's me or anybody else comes and joins me on the server, they will spawn safely on this pad, then be able to walk down. And this is all going to change once we actually start building what we want, but for now, while I'm growing and building, your essentials, this is pretty much where we're stuck. So I have my little underground basement, and as you can see, the path out there, again, it's a maintenance path, but it's going to serve as a dual purpose. So I've been watching some video, and the big thing is to plan out what you're going to do before you do it. Don't just wing it. And so I've been trying to do that. So I've been thinking about exactly what I want to do, and I know what I want to do, but planning it out in blocks is a lot better than having to think about what you're going to do in your head and then try to make it work. So actually, before I move out, come on, give me. 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, I've collected quite a bit of cobble. So let's get another row out along this. And the reason why I'm doing this real quick is because trees will only grow leaves 2 out, at least basic trees. But if a sapling forms, sometimes it will jump out 1 block and come out, so you need to surround it by 3 spaces. But as you can see, and what I did was I planted some of the basic stuff. This is not an ideal situation or way of doing things, but I wanted to get things rolling, so I had at least some sort of food. Wow, that was a good one. That was 7. Some sort of food source going. I've got wheat planted and all that stuff, so it's not all of the farms, but at least it's something for the time being. Put that up there, and then I can replant this. I've been living off of random apple drops, and I died a couple times. I was a little sad. I was mining this, and I went. The block landed like right there, but down below, and I went to go get it, and then it formed another block while I was in the middle, and then it pushed me into the lava. So that kind of sucked. At least luckily in my stuff I was able to get to the corner, because this flow was like sucking me down, and I don't know why I couldn't jump out of it, but so this flow sucked me down, and I got to the corner, and I was like, no, let me out, let me out, let me out, and then I died, and then I at least threw up some of the stuff onto this platform here. So be very careful when you're doing this, especially if you're going to go grab something. But I did notice too, now I don't know if it's a coincidence or if there's any sort of reason, but when you're mining this, it's not very efficient. So sometimes you can mine and you'll get the block. Yep, yay, I got a block, but sometimes, boom, the block will get burnt up. I've seemed to have had the best efficiency when I'm in this corner here, and then this gray block that my cursor's on, if I mine that, seem to have the best efficiency. And of course it's going to prove me wrong. But also, if I mine down here too, I can just hold down the button because I have that gap down there, so I don't have to worry about breaking out any blocks. So that's what... Oh, that's a big one. Which is nice, a lot of wood, but it's a big one. Alright, So yeah, back to my planning. So I'm going to use this underground section here as kind of my plan. So I'm going to plan out roads, and it's also going to be a dual purpose, so I'll be able to utilize it for maintenance type purposes. So if I need to, like coming over here, for some reason in the multiplayer world, the blocks kind of glitch, so sometimes they will form downward, which is kind of weird. So, and then another thing too, when you're doing this, especially in multiplayer, do not build, unless you're going straight back, do not build like to the side of you, because sometimes it does that glitchy thing and then you fall below it, so it's not good. But so yeah, so let's quickly head back up, because I do not want to travel around with any of this wood in my inventory. So, what is the plan? What do I plan on doing? All right, so I've been drawing up some possible scenarios for what I want to do, and I know that I want to have a large road. So this is going to be like an island, just kind of floating island where people are going to spawn at. I'll probably put up like a message board, so if anybody comes in, they can leave me a message once I allow them to come to my island. And then from there, I want to have a really nice long bridge that kind of walks you that way. And I have this image of like almost like rings going around the road, and then those rings are almost going to be like possibly it's hard to explain. So you'll have different sections of land, right? And then in between here will be the road, and then the rings will go around it and kind of connect it together, so it'll almost be like it's stitched together like a notebook. So I think that's what I'm going to do here, and then possibly have like different, I'm thinking round, but almost have like a center island here, followed by different sections of city around it. And then once you have the center done, and then you have these rings formed around it, then you can kind of expand outward, or have different circles, so that you have a circle plus the surrounding land around it, and then you'll have like an offshoot that way, and maybe have another one over there or something different. So so yeah, those are some of the few things that I've thought of. But again, it's going along with the theme of I want to build a big city, and so I've been drawing it out on paper, and then I really want to go far that way. So I want it to be kind of, which depending on what people play at, but I think around the large or the far distance is what I kind of want you to be able to, not far, but the normal distance, I kind of want the edge of the island to be seen. You're going to be able to see the rings and the different platforms being built in normal distance, but I want the city to kind of be hidden, so people are enticed to go that way. So yeah, a little quick update. Now, I've got a lot to do. In order to do that, so that is the overall goal. In order to do that, the first thing that I have to do is I need to set up this base here so that I can make farms profitable, because I'm going to need a lot of different things. I want to have possibly transportation, different types of transportation, and this road here may not actually be a walking road. I may have it as either like a rail cart road, or possibly different boat type roads if I can get it to work in a multiplayer setting. But so there's a lot of things that I want to get done, but I need to essentially make money so that I can buy resources, and that's going to come a couple different ways. It's going to come from farming, and it's also going to come from just different grinds, and then right now there's nothing. It's only a one wide path, so if I really wanted to make that a spawning pad, I could. But another way to do it is to grind mobs, and then you can sell their goodies for supplies. But I did that just to kind of give an idea of where I wanted. Plus, it's far enough away that something could spawn. It doesn't always spawn, but it could. So yeah. I still have /val. I still have $300. I have not spent any money. And oh yes, skeleton. That's what I wanted. Come on, come to me. Come to me. I want to fight you. Why? Because I want your bones. Ooh. No. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, yes. Yes! Give me your bones! Oh, that was a little scary. I need to probably better equip this area so that I don't get shot off the edge. And I'm going to do that. So I've got slabs. Alright. So, yeah, for that purpose, occasionally... I've been getting about 1 mob a night. And that's kind of perfect because I don't want to... I don't have any armor. I don't have anything like that. Boom. Railing. So, with 1 mob a night, I can kind of, absorb that damage. But I got 2 bones out of it, which is sweet. So, especially considering bones don't go as far as they used to. So, it used to be that, each bone meal dust, or each bone meal, ding, item done, ding, item done. Unless it was a tree that was blocked, it was like instant. But now it's like you need to hit it 2 or 3 times just to get one item up, which makes a little bit more sense, but it's a little bit on our... It makes things difficult on our end. So, alright guys. So yeah, there's not much for me to do here other than just kind of grinding stuff at this point. So I'm going to call this episode done. It's an update. Plus, it's a little bit further into what we're looking at. So, I will leave you here. If you like this episode, you like what I'm doing, you have any suggestions, please leave a like, add a comment, anything like that. You can private message me. I also have a Twitter feed, so if you want, you can follow me on Twitter. It's at RanqeustLP is my handle. So send me a message. Tell me what you like about it, and then I'll definitely get back to you. I also, another thing is I also need to get back. I need to have a section for a monument to you guys. I know that I had that in my first world, and I need to bring those people into this world because I can't do it without you guys. And I know that yesterday I had an influx of Twitter followers, so I want to get them recognized as soon as possible. So yeah, next episode I'm gonna have we're gonna work on a proper farming station over there. I'm gonna have enough supplies to kind of build out a little island over here that's gonna give me enough room for a full melon farm, and then a wheat area, and then on top of that I may decide to build another offshoot that way. So at least we'll get the farming done on that side, and then I'll look to see how much time I have to push out and maybe get a tree farm in that area. So farm, tree farm, and then from there we'll see where we'll get. But I do want to keep these episodes as short as possible, and not I want to keep them short enough that you guys don't get bored. So between the 15 and 20-minute area seems to be a good amount of time. So again, guys, if you like, please leave a like. It helps my channel a ton. And then we'll see you next time. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Here we go.